Steph Hodge with Board Game Geek, here with Chris Bartalos of Everything Epic. Today we get to look at Metal Dawn.
That's right. Metal Dawn,
right.
Dominus is coming.
And this is a co-op game.
That's right. It is a strategic cooperative game for 1 to 6 players where you will be trying to save the entire world from the robot invasion.
I do that daily by playing all the games.
Absolutely.
And so, what are we doing here? We get to be these awesome, cool characters.
Yes, you are controlling a division of basically a secret government agency, basically trying to stop Dominus, who is a satellite who is bent on world domination.
Wow.
He's creating robots all over Washington, D.C., and you are trying to stop him from completely destroying and decimating it all.
Ah, yes.
You're moving around the board, taking actions in different zones, almost like a worker placement game, where different zones can be blocked by the robots, and you need to try to destroy them so you can take those special actions and eventually get enough intel to hack Dominus's codes, and once you do, the satellite will come down and turn into a robot. And he turns into a giant robot, and then you have to defeat him. Just like that, yeah. Knock him down and defeat him. So Dominus is waiting to stomp around and basically destroy you, and then you kill him on the ground and you win the game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And, okay, so do you want to go over any mechanics that are really cool?
Yeah, I mean, the game is very simple to play. It's very simple mechanics. You're basically moving around the board, you're taking actions.
So I can simply just go to that space there.
You go to that space and you will trigger that particular mechanic.
Easy.
So you basically will move here to an open zone, you'll get gear, for instance. And there are tons and tons of unique gear cards, weapons, intel, secret missions you go on in the game. All of these different cards, basically. So if you look at some of these cool weapons and guns and very fun, like spy, G.I. Joe versus Terminator kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's really what you're looking at here. Tons of unique things you can collect. You can level up your characters by going on cool little missions. And eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to take down Dominus by the end of the game.
Like your player board.
Yep, on your player board, you'll actually have 2 different agents. So there's a ton of different agents to choose from in the game. You'll also have a special division, special ability. You'll start with weapons and gear, and you use those against the robots.
Do you have to like re-ammunition?
So yeah, some of them have ammo, and when you have ammo, you actually will turn the card to show how many ammo you have left until it's gone off the board.
So you might lose it at some time?
Yep, you will eventually lose your weapons. You have to get new ones so you can collect them on the board at different locations.
Oh, cool.
Yep, so you'll be finding cool gear and using that against the enemies.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Tons of options of things to do.
Yeah, there's a ton of cards here.
But simple mechanics to play. So that's kind of the complexity there.
Are there different location cards too?
There's a ton of different locations. I just have some out on the board. Sometimes you can close the locations. They get destroyed, things like that. So yeah, and then you have to hack the codes of Dominus.
These are all locations, yes?
Yes, there's tons of zones.
Oh my gosh. So
and they change the game. So that kind of has that little bit of a worker placement mechanic where things will get blocked off. You have to defeat the enemy. One of the cool mechanics is that the enemies, you don't know how hard they are until you reveal them.
Oh.
So you slide this the standee over. The standee will block their difficulty level. It'll also block special abilities they may or may not have. So you're never sure how difficult they are until you either attempt to attack them or you reveal them by using special abilities on the board.
That's clever.
Yeah.
All right, and that plays in about how long?
It's basically about 60 to 90 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
It's pretty
co-op
quick.
Game.
Hour and a half.
You gotta beat the baddies real fast.
That's right. Well, you gotta hack Dominus. You gotta get all his codes, turn him into a robot, and then kick his butt.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
His robotic butt.
His robotic butt. Exactly. And that's available. Distribution.
It just arrived in the United States. It just came off the boat.
Oh my gosh, so we can look for it in the United States.
In basically the next week and a half, it's going to be available.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing us Metal Dawn.
Metal Dawn.
Yeah.